so I think everything's up and running. Unfortunately, I don't get to see qualifying, obviously, even though it's one shot here on F2 Baku. So as you can see, there is 21 drivers here today instead of the usual ish 11, 10, because we had discovered that Division 1 and Division 2 had around 10 or 11 players each, so we have decided to combine both Division 1 and Division 2 to now be in one big race, because people weren't really showing up. So they have decided to put these guys all together, and unfortunately I had to update the game, and that took ages. So now I will be here watching the final two races and the half of this race that is obviously going to be broadcast. So yeah, Azerbaijan, the first sprint race. Obviously I didn't get to watch the start, so I don't know who started on pole or anything. Would have loved to have seen it, but unfortunately just didn't, well, couldn't. Okay, let's get these things on. So under safety car here, obviously didn't see what happened, but there's already been 4 retirements around Baku, so you know, it's not unusual really to see that. So I guess we'll just change up here to Tony, who's in first place right now, and this is a sprint race, so they will not be changing their tyres. I'm assuming they're all on the mediums except from everyone who has pitted, which I'll get up for you now. Yep, there we go, everyone who's pitted, which is, from what looks like 11th place and down, has pitted. And obviously I would try and describe the whole point scoring system here with Division 1 and Division 2. So I think they'll score points, almost take all the Division 1 races and put them, whether they finished in this one, take out all the Division 2 and then score them on where they place without all the Division 2 drivers, and then vice versa for Division 2, just without Division 1 drivers. And the people that get that start on pole for that were also the first driver that is a Division 2 driver on the grid gets 4 points, and obviously the first driver that is a Division 1 driver also gets 4 points. So that's trying to clear some of the point scoring systems, just because they had to obviously combine these two races. Going to lap 7, still under safety car, as if I get the track back up I assume the car will be catching. Yes, it is one of Little Mikey and Meg here. Obviously a lot of familiar names, a lot of unfamiliar names here. So obviously I know a few of these Division 1 drivers, but I'll try and tell you all the Division 2 drivers that are racing today. So I think Distravelus is Distruvelus, I'm not even going to pronounce it. He's top of Division 2 right now. I know him. I know Reaps is also Division 2, I'm pretty sure. No, Skipsy is Division 1. Never seen a lot of him. Racing Ryan is Division 2. Burma, obviously Division 1. Ens, also Division 1. Brent, also Division 1. And Eon Dunn, Division 2, I'm pretty sure. And then Frisch Gio. It's actually, I'm just going to say Fritsch, because my pronunciation of foreign names is actually atrocious. So there's no point doing that. And he's Division 2. Then we have Boss, who is Division 1. Wesley, Division 1. Evan, I'm not sure. I think he's Division 1. I mean Division 2. But, you know. And then we have Shmtanka, obviously Division 1. Milo, Division 2. Meg and Little Mikey, who are both Division 2. Yeah, yes. I think I had that right. And should be a lap of, as soon as we head into Sector 3, it will tell us if the safety car will go in this lap, and I don't think it will, because Little Mikey still has not caught up to the grid. This track, very very hard on these F2 cars, with there to be in a lot of downforce. Never mind, safety car will be in this lap, even if Little Mikey has not caught up. Unfortunately for him, as he's failing on next 2 races to score some points here. As Tony now will get the restart underway here. Oh, it's really close. He's just deciding when to put down that throttle. Has all the way to the line to decide when he wants to do it. Any second now, warming up these tyres. Everyone behind not really warming up the tyres except from Distrubulus here. And he is gonna decide to go any time now. Well, there we go, that's gone. Seems to be getting away from Distrubulus pretty well, but here trying to look who's side by side, trying to get good shots of everyone into the first turn. Safe side by side for Racing Ryan and Burma here, side by side, still side by side, and Burma gets in front there as Ryan backs off. I think Brent on the inside of Ryan. Let's go back a bit. Eon done here. This is a fight. Change of positions. You're done. Can you go down the inside of Enza? No. Going further back. Schmatanka makes the move on Evan. I think that's it. Eon done side by side with DTR. Ends getting out of that one. Already a 1.6 second gap to Tony from Distrubulus here. As Wesley picks up a place on Boss. Very close is Brent on Racing Ryan here. To the castle section they all go. And we'll turn off the tyres now. Change it to none just so it's that. It's a little bit cleaner. Actually, I might have done that because of the timings, because I don't know how close everyone is together. Let's see if I can. Well, here from it really looks like P9, really actually P11 to P3, really. Sorry, just got off that. We'll put the times back up just so I can see. Yeah, intervals. Yeah, there we go. Skipsy is now on the back of Weeps here. As they go side by side into there. I think Burmers might try and keep his position. Will he? No. As Racing Ryan goes down. No, I don't think that was on the inside actually. I think he already had that position. Yes, Brent is now side by side with Racing Ryan here. As they both go into the corner trying to contact. Very nice there. I've gone a bit too far, I've pressed the wrong button. As Wesley now makes the move on Eon down as they're side by side. Sorry, we're really bad trying to get this camera. As also trying to see who goes side by side into the chicane, if you look ahead. Racing Ryan down the inside, trying to make a move there. I think he's definitely going to get a penalty for that. Into the castle section they go. Very slow, even very fast in these F2 cars. Still going through there around 50, 60 miles an hour. And now the Boss is going to try and make a move on Eon Dunn here, which he does. As he doesn't have a left end plate here. Eon Dunn will have to pit there, most likely, unless he can try and wage the wall. As Tony has pulled a 4-second gap, so he's looking very clear of these races here. As Milo gets a move put on him by Freeps. As he spins and goes into it, that's a DNF that's on track, most likely being a safety car. Yellow flag took the 3. Don't think the safety car is going to be putting out there. Side by side is Ian Dunn and Smetanka. Ian Dunn doesn't pit, still side by side. As Wesley makes the move on, ends up ahead. It's there side by side now. all the room given very well, as on the side of him is Boss on DTR ends now. As Skipsy goes down the inside of Burma, the switchback now, Burma trying to make that happen, as Enza loses the place to Boss now. And there's a big battle for P3 here as the car's up ahead, as you can see. As I think unfortunately Fripp spins. Bit of contact there between Burma and Skipsy. Trying to watch this here. Skipsy on the Burma on the inside there. There's no way there's going to be too wide through castle section, but I don't see how it isn't. And he gives the position there to Brent, not even risking it through castle. Would have been exciting. Obviously these F2 cars are smaller, so I think that would be possible. It's a big battle here between, really, for this third spot here. There's a big toe as Rips hits the wall there, and Wesley making the most of that as Racing Ryan has to slow down, and so is Boss also making the move on Racing Ryan here, as Boss kind of unfortunately makes some contact with Racing Ryan, causing him to spin a little, and then we can have a look at the damage here on Reeks, which I think he's gonna pit, must do, and Brent is now zooming past Skipsy, and Wesley's also making a move. Oh no, Wesley's going 4 wide almost here, as Racing Ryan hits the barrier there. Contact with the back here, we can get a go. So Tanker goes around the outside of Wesley there. It's a big battle here. They can't want to make it 3 wide. No, he backs off before the corner. Tanker. We have a little contact there with Wesley. They will get through the corner safely. Skipsy's close on Burma here. Trying to see who's the closest. I think it is Wesley onto Matanka here. Really wanted to get this move done, as Reeps still hasn't pitted in this race, but obviously no need to, as it is the 11th lap and he will score points here. Very slow into the castle section here. Also a big fight here behind them, very close behind, as Racing Ryan and Yoda lose the back end a little bit there, as now Matanka's getting close on the back of Rips, who collides with the wall a tiny bit. He's going to be really careful into this braking zone that he doesn't hit the wall, and he does it perfectly there. So does everyone else. Now it's really going to be can Skips make the move on Burma without any DRS, and so is Matanka probably going to make the move on Rips here. You have to try. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch both at the same time, as Rips tries going on the corner full speed there. Wesley very close behind here, almost hitting the back of thingy. Brent does get the position. Oh, he's trying to go through the middle there. Can he get ahead? He does, but who's that? Boss going down the inside and getting those places. 8th place there. Crazy racing there. Rips unfortunately losing 3 places ahead of him, as we will see your winner of this race, Tony, who is well clear of the competition there, and driver of the day goes to Brent. Most overtakes, or most positions gained from the start. Yep, so obviously your fastest racer here, who set a fastest lap of 1:52.4, which is extremely quick here in this F2 cars. Tony, after starting from 8th, finishes 1st, and Distravlis unfortunately after starting 1st. Now, unfortunately, 2nd. So there you go. There's the top 14, and obviously everyone else below Milwaukee has DNF'd, I'm pretty sure, if not. Unfortunate. So now I do actually get to watch a race start now, and that is of the second sprint race. This will also be 11 laps. So now, starting with the almost full grid of 21 drivers that I'm somehow going to have to commentate, and I'm actually stupid and I haven't spectated before the race, and now we're streaming me. I think I'm going to have to pause here, because I'm quite a little bit stupid. I will have to leave this. I'm going to have to retire as soon as the race starts.